Okay, so in this part, we're talking about this Knight of Swords. The one that is rushing with some communication about that he wants to build with you. That he will come towards with something that's gonna it's like a building a foundation for stability, for like a happy family. And so I asked, so he overcame a huge loss, and this is like the beginning of a new cycle for him. He's beginning a new cycle. He cannot, like with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands, he cannot handle anymore those feelings. And even though because he still hasn't, he still hasn't went through a proper transformation. He is still showing Emperor in reverse, which is the energy that wants to be controlling, wants to control the outcome. So that's why you're not gonna feel this Ten of Cups, even though he's gonna come forward with certain communication. It's not gonna feel emotionally fulfilling for you because he hasn't worked on overcoming his Emperor. He didn't go through a transition of leaving the certain toxic behavior, especially the need of controlling the outcomes. He definitely, there's also the Four of Wands. He definitely wants a new beginning with you. And it looks like he wants to communicate. And then with this Wheel of Fortune, it gives me that there is a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is turning towards your favor, and there is this like a new beginning and a building. But he might seem still withdrawn because he's hermiting a bit at this particular time. And also, but the second reason why this Ten of Cups is in reverse is because he still is holding on to certain structures, but also you are showing in this particular reading as the Empress in reverse. So there's a work that you both need to do. Look, he's the Emperor in reverse and you're the Empress in reverse. So it looks like the both of you have a certain work to be done. I know it's uncomfortable because we like to put, he's this and he's that. I believe you reflect each other wounds, and you're like, I think, you've been also introduced in this particular life path to one another because you're supposed to trigger each other to step into these Emperor and Empress roles. And that's why you're not going to have still yet this fulfillment, because he's still not letting go of the control, but likewise you too. There's with this Ten of Cups, he still doesn't trust like feelings, emotions. Look, on your side I have Eight of Pentacles in reverse and Six of Wands in reverse. So it means that when that flips, so you need to do work with appreciating, recognizing, loving yourself. I feel it goes both ways, both in your internal life, but also in your external life. I strongly feel that this work that you need to do on yourself, but then mainly also the work, something you're putting out there, to embrace this Empress energy. And that is also like for him, like he's looking for a light. You see, you're his light. You're his signpost. It almost gives me the vibe, take one step at a time. And once you reach this public recognition where you're gonna appreciate yourself, you will also get the public recognition and success through, this Eight of Pentacles is like a consistent work, consistently showing up for yourself. You're gonna step into your Empress era. That's when you're gonna have your happily ever after. That's what I see here. So you both guys needs to do some work. But this is really exciting. What he's gonna communicate with you that gives you the sense of Ten of Pentacles, but not Ten of Cups. Fast coming communication, because I feel that he's rushing to tell you something, to communicate something with you, because he feels that there's more love interest. I'm gonna ask in another part about this guy. Okay, so now let's talk about this guy, this Knight of Cups, the guy who is like, okay, he's not your wish fulfillment, it's not somebody to grow roots with, so to speak. And then the first card would just like flip right away, it's like Six of Wands. So this man really appreciates you. He really sees your value, he sees who you are, he's gonna give you a lot of appreciation, a lot of validation. And he might be also helpful with giving you some support towards your endeavors. That's what I hear. But with this appreciation at this, like, why is it like not your wish fulfillment? Because this guy just healed his broken heart. He's healed just broken heart. He's still, even though he's healed it, he went through a huge heartbreak, maybe a divorce. And he's still in a wounded warrior energy. So he feels like the battle just has finished. So he's not ready yet to build further, because then comes the Four of Pentacles. I think this divorce drained him financially, but also drained him emotionally. So he's like, even he sees your value and he's gonna give you a lot of appreciation, don't get me wrong. It will feel good, but he's gonna be moving very slowly with this Knight of Pentacles. He might want to build something with you slowly. It kind of gives me the vibe that he might want to support your career. He might open certain doors for you. I don't know why I hear that, but obviously it's a reading for a large collective. But with this Five of Swords energy, Three of Swords, and like, yeah, there's a lot of like financial. I feel this, he went through a divorce and that divorce drained him financially and emotionally. And he is like, okay, I won the battle. I have my two swords with me. So it's not like everything is lost. However, I am still guarded. I'm like, I'm not fully, but it will feel good because he does want to slowly start building something with you. Maybe like, but it says with those other cards that it's not going to build you it's not your wish fulfillment fantasy fairy tale. Maybe also because you were still binded with that previous masculine. But then I see also like the Temperance card, Sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. It's really interesting because I was asking about this Six of Wands. So as I said, he might give you some financial stability, some happiness, happy moments together, And with this Temperance card, just have some patience in the process because it's gonna be slow. Even though it comes across as a romantic, that is a very slow energy. I hear that I suspect that he's also a bit delayed because he still can feel this masculine lingering in your field. So he's taking his time. He's being cautious, okay? But there is an opportunity of like stability and some like offer of commitment in the future and the happiness, but not at this particular moment. Because I know it's a Temperance, be patient, but at this particular moment he stands in between two lands, like being grounded and being emotional. And let's not forget that he's just resting now because he went through a huge turmoil. He just finished a huge battle. It was a rough battle, I can tell you that. So he's like resting a bit and being in between. But you made quite an impression on him with the Six of Wands. So he's like, I'm not ready yet, but I cannot just leave it as it is. Because it's like, I need to explore this. Maybe I'll just take it slow and explore it little by little. Let's see where it gets me, I don't think there's a... So again, there is a potential in this relationship, but I feel, you know, there's still that other guy, depends what you're gonna do. You're stepping in this energy, you know, there's, you know, with the Six of Wands energy, and you're embodying this. When you embody this, it's like this is what you wished for. And I feel like let's not forget that you're also now this discerning Queen of Swords. So you're taking things slowly. You're not rushing into anything. You're not rushing into anything. So maybe the slow moving energy, slowly building something with you bit by bit, maybe that's the solution, regardless whether that other masculine will eventually do the work and show up for you in the Emperor energy instead of controlling Emperor like he is now. I know it might seem confusing with those energies around you and your own journey, but I feel like you're in a very specific time in your life, and it should be about you now. It's about you. It's about you loving yourself. It's about you choosing yourself every day, showing up for yourself and giving yourself that recognition. Then this energy will allow, you know, the masculines will come forward. They will respond to this Empress energy. You're kidding me? They're going to be lining up. And I don't care what people say that it's not enough, there's more women than men. I don't care. The man, you will have a choice. You already have a choice. But you're still like this, so you might not see it. And yesterday there were 3 death cards. So let go of the old attachments. You see with this, let go of the old attachments. This is like you're worrying about who to choose. It's no, choose yourself. Choose yourself, and they will come, and Allah, and that, choose yourself. Be receptive and just observe. You know, observe and discern. And give a little, it doesn't mean like I'm gonna be now this queen, icy queen. No, give them, match their energy, attach slowly, you know, choose what is right for you. But you need to do some work to step into this energy of the Empress, to regulate yourself emotionally. Well, that's why I've created this. Oh, now she's talking about it again. Well, that's why I've created the community side, the ebooks that are free, the additional, like the tip jar if you want to support this channel. Thank you so much. I feel so grateful for all the tips. That's why I've created also Awaken, you know, the Empress cheat codes. Shush, shh. I think the thunderstorm is coming. Sorry. It's okay, my love. Come here. It's okay. I know it's disturbing you, but it's all good. So that